Hi students, welcome to Kagadiya Junior College online classes. Welcome to Maths 1B. Already last class we discussed some important concepts, basic concepts. Okay, now? So now we are continuing the classes. Okay, now? Last two classes are completed today, third class. Okay, now? See here, introduction. So now today we are introduction to two-dimensional coordinates. Two-dimensional coordinate. Okay, now? So now we are discussing two-dimensional coordinates. Understand? So that is nothing but coordinate system. Coordinate system or plane. Coordinate plane. Both are same. Okay, now? So two-dimensional coordinate system or two-dimensional plane, coordinate plane, both are same. Okay, now? So already last class clearly we discussed the definition of the plane. What is the definition of the plane? A plane is a flat surface with no thickness. It extends in all directions. That is called the plane. So here this is nothing but plane. A plane is a flat surface with no thickness. It extends in all directions. That is called the plane. Understand? అన్ని వైపులా అనంతంగా విస్తరించబడి ఉండే చదునైన ప్రదేశాన్ని ఏమంటారు? మత్తలము అంటారు. ఓకేనా? సో నౌ వి ఆర్ డిస్కసింగ్ two-dimensional plane or two-dimensional coordinate system. That is we are discussing. ఓకేనా? So before that one, so do you know the x-axis? What is the x-axis? See here, a line parallel to the earth. Generally we are taking a line parallel to the earth. That is called which one, x-axis. Otherwise the line x dash, the straight line x dash is called nothing but, otherwise the line x dash is nothing but which one, x-axis. Okay, now basic definition is a line is parallel to the earth. That is called which one, x-axis. Okay, now? So next y-axis. What is the y-axis, sir? A line is perpendicular to the earth. That is called which one, sir? Y-axis. Here also we are writing y dash. Okay, now? A line is perpendicular to the earth. That is called y-axis. Okay, now? So see here, now we are discussing coordinate plane. What is the coordinate plane, sir? So in a plane we are drawing x-axis and y-axis, then the plane is called coordinate plane. Okay, now? Otherwise coordinate system. So see here, in a plane we are drawing x-axis and y-axis. So see here, this is which one, sir? X. Here this is which one, sir? X dash. This is the line y. Here this is the line which one, sir? Y dash. Understand? Otherwise, in the plane we are drawing two mutually perpendicular lines. Then the plane is called the coordinate plane. Both are same. Two mutually perpendicular means here x-axis and y-axis always mutually perpendicular to each other. Mutually perpendicular means ఒకదానికొకటి లంబంగా ఉండడాన్ని ఏమంటాము? Mutually perpendicular. Okay, now? In the plane we are drawing x-axis and y-axis. Understand? Then the plane is called the coordinate plane. Understand? In the plane we are drawing x-axis and y-axis, then the plane is called the coordinate plane. So the intersecting point of x-axis and y-axis is called the origin. The intersecting point of x-axis and y-axis is called the origin. In every coordinate system we have four parts are there. Yes or no? So this x-axis and y-axis divides the plane into four equal parts. That each part is called the quadrant. So what we are calling, sir, each part is called the quadrant. So this is the quadrant 1. This is the quadrant 2. Okay, now this is the quadrant 3. Quadrant 3. This is the quadrant 4. So in every coordinate system, how many parts are there? 4 parts. Each part we are calling quadrant. Otherwise, see here, So this is the positive x-axis. This side is the here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Understand? This is the positive x-axis. This is the negative x-axis. Here we are writing -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. This is the negative x-axis. Okay now? That is nothing but here O is there. Here OX is the positive x-axis. OX dash is the negative x-axis. Okay now? Here OY is the positive x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here OY dash is the negative x-axis. -2, -3, -4, -5. Totally this is called which one, sir? Coordinate system, otherwise coordinate plane. So why we are calling two dimensional? Only there is x-axis and y-axis are there. That's why this is called the two dimensional coordinate system we are calling. Understand? Two dimensional coordinate system, that is nothing but in this one only x-axis and y-axis is there. Okay now, that's why this is called the two dimensional coordinate system. Understand? See here, the intersecting point of x-axis and y-axis is nothing but the origin. The intersecting point of x-axis and y-axis is called the origin. How to denote the origin, sir? Origin is denoted by capital O. Origin is denoted by capital O. Origin does not belong to any quadrant. Understand? Origin does not belong to any quadrant. How to define the origin? The intersecting point of x-axis and y-axis is nothing but the origin. Origin is denoted by the symbol O. Origin does not belong to the any quadrant. Understand? Suppose, so see here, this is the positive x-axis. OX is the positive x-axis. OX dash is the negative x-axis. OY is the positive y-axis. OY dash is the negative y-axis. Here the region, here observe this one, the region is nothing but area. The region XO X dash belongs to which quadrant, sir? First quadrant. The region means this one, this area XOY. The region XOY belongs to which quadrant? First quadrant. Okay now, the region XOY belongs to quadrant is denoted by Q1. Next, the region here, the region, what is this, sir? X dash OY. The region X dash OY belongs to second quadrant. Okay now, next one, the region X dash OY dash. X dash OY dash belongs to which quadrant? Third quadrant. The region X dash OY dash belongs to the third quadrant. Next one, here the region, what is this, sir? Here XOY dash belongs to which one, sir? Fourth quadrant. The reason is nothing but this area. This area belongs to the first quadrant, this area belongs to the second quadrant, this area belongs to the third quadrant, this is the fourth quadrant. Okay now, see here, this is clearly about the coordinate system. Observe this one. In the first quadrant, suppose we are denoting one point in the plane P of x, y. Okay now. So any order pair of the two real numbers must and should denote the one point in the plane. Understand? Again repeating. The order pair of any two real numbers must and should denote the one point in the plane. Here P of x, y such that here x, y belongs to R. This one denotes which one, sir? One point in the plane. We are taking any point, any real number must and should that is denote the one point in the plane. Understand? So the order pair of every two real numbers denotes the one point in the coordinate system. Understand? So here we are denoting P of x, y. This is the one point in the coordinate system. Here x, the coordinate x coordinate. This is the first coordinate, x coordinate. Here x coordinate is called which one, sir? X coordinate is called abscissa. X coordinate is called which one, sir? Abscissa. Okay now. So y coordinate is called which one, sir? Ordinate antaru. Okay na? Abscissa, next one ordinate. Okay na? So x coordinate is called abscissa, y coordinate is called this one the ordinate. Okay na? So see here. So this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate. See here, observe this one. In the x coordinate denoting which one, sir? X coordinate, how to so x coordinate denoting the perpendicular distance from the point to the which one, sir? Y axis. Okay now, suppose here we are denoting p of x comma y. That is nothing but here suppose like this one here we are writing this one. Here we are taking p of which one, sir? X comma y. Okay now. So this is the pointer. Okay now. See here. X coordinate denoting which one, sir? The perpendicular distance from the point to the which one, sir? Y axis. So this is nothing but x coordinate. This is nothing but which one, sir? Y coordinate. Y coordinate is nothing but the perpendicular distance from the point P to the which one, sir? X axis. Understand? Here x coordinate denoting which one, sir? X coordinate is equal to x coordinate is equal to perpendicular distance from the point to which one, sir? Y axis, not x axis. Remember this one clearly, not x axis. Here y coordinate denoting y coordinate is equal to perpendicular distance from the point to x axis. Understand clearly? All of you remember this one. What is the x coordinate, sir? X coordinate denoting the perpendicular distance from the point to which one, sir? Y axis. Y coordinate denoting the perpendicular distance from the point to which one, sir? X axis. Observe this one. Here, what is the coordinates of P? So here we are denoted the point P. Here, how much distance is there from the point P to the y axis? How much distance? Here, observe this one. There is 0, 1, 2. This is the perpendicular line. That's why the distance from P to the y axis. How much distance is there? 2 units. Okay, now the distance from P to y axis. How many units are there, sir? 2 units. The distance from P to the x axis. How many units? 3 units. That's why the coordinates of P is equal to 2, 3. That is nothing but x, y. Okay now, here x is equal to 2, y equal to 3. X is equal to the perpendicular distance from the point to which one, sir? Y axis. Y is equal to the perpendicular distance from the point P to which one, sir? X axis. Okay, all of you remember this one carefully. Okay now. So x coordinate denotes the perpendicular distance from the point to y axis. Y coordinate denotes the perpendicular distance from the point to which one, sir? X axis. Okay now. So next in this plane we are taking one point. So see here. Here P is equal to x comma y be any point. P is equal to x comma y be any point in the plane and x comma y belongs to which one, sir? R. Okay now. So there are the conditions are there. If x greater than 0, y greater than 0, that is the meaning of x is positive, y is positive. Greater than 0 means x is the positive value, y is the positive value. So then here P of x comma y belongs to which quadrant? Quadrant 1. then p of x comma y belongs to the quadrant 1. Okay now, second one, here if x less than 0, y greater than 0. X less than 0 means x is the negative value, y greater than 0 means y is the positive value. So then here p of x comma y belongs to which quadrant? Second quadrant. Okay now, so see the third one, here if x less than 0, understand, x less than 0, x is the negative value, y is also negative value, x less than 0, y less than 0, then p of x comma y belongs to which quadrant? Third quadrant. X is negative, y is negative, that's why both are negative. In this case the point p lies in the third quadrant. Next one, fourth one, if x greater than 0, here y less than 0, x is positive, y is negative. So then here p of x comma y belongs to which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Understand? So see here in the first quadrant x is positive, y is positive. Then p of x comma y lies in the first quadrant. So x less than 0, x is negative, y greater than 0. X is negative, y is positive. Then p of x comma y belongs to which one, sir? Second quadrant. Okay now, if x less than 0, y less than 0, then p of x comma y belongs to which one? Third quadrant. X less than 0 means x is negative, y is negative. Then the point p lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. Next, x greater than 0, x is positive, y less than 0, y is negative. Then p of x comma y belongs to which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Okay now, x is positive, y is negative. Understand? So see here, the x axis comma y axis are called the coordinate axis, we are calling. Okay now, x axis comma y axis are called which ones are? Coordinate axis. Must and should x axis and y axis always mutually perpendicular to each other. Understand? The x axis and y axis are always mutually perpendicular to each other. Okay now, so the line xo x dash is called the x axis, the line yo y dash is called the y axis. Always x axis and y axis must and should mutually perpendicular to each other. The x axis and y axis are called the coordinate axis. Understand? Suppose here all of you read this one once. Okay, see here next to fifth point. What is the fifth point, sir? Suppose here we are taking the point like this one here. P is equal like this one. This is the point P. After this one, what is the coordinates of P, sir? Here 3, 0, not 3. Here 3, 0. That is the meaning of, see here, any point lies on the which one, sir? X axis. Any point lies on the x axis. Then its y coordinate is 0. Always remember this one. Any point lies on the x axis, then its y coordinate is 0. Here p is equal to 3, 0. Suppose here we are taking the p. What are the coordinates of p, sir? 5, 0. After this one, any point lies on the x axis, then its y coordinate must and should 0. Okay now? So suppose if we are writing p is equal to x, y lies on which one, sir? X axis, then its y coordinate is 0. Then its y coordinate is which one, sir? 0. Understand? It's the same concept here also. Suppose any point lies on which one, sir? Y axis. Okay now? So that is the P. Here we are taking the Q. What is the coordinates of Q, sir? That is the 4 is there. 0, 4. What is the coordinates of Q, sir? 0, 4. Understand? That is the meaning of any point lies on the y-axis, then its x coordinate is 0. Understand? So here we are writing sixth point. If P is equal to x comma y lies on which one, sir? Y-axis, then its x coordinate is 0. Then its x coordinate is which one, sir? 0. Understand? So any point lies on that is nothing but P of x comma y lies on which one, sir? X axis. Must ensure that its y coordinate is which one, sir? 0. Understand? If P is equal to x comma y lies on which one, sir? Y axis. Okay now? So then its x coordinate is must ensure which one, sir? 0. Understand? So then x coordinate is 0, must ensure the point lies on which one, sir? Y axis. If the y coordinate is 0, the point lies on x axis. Okay na? So next is here. So see here, this is the clearly this is which plane, sir? Coordinate plane. Just coordinate plane means in the plane we are drawing x axis and y axis. That is called the coordinate plane. Understand? In the plane we are drawing x axis and y axis. That is called the coordinate plane. Understand? So always remember that x coordinate denotes which one, sir? The perpendicular distance from the point to which one, sir? Y axis. Y coordinate denotes the perpendicular distance from the point to which one, sir? X axis. Okay now? So now next we are finding the distance between the 2 points. Next concept is distance between the 2 points. Distance between the 2 points. Okay now? So in your 10th class clearly is there this type of formulas here. So distance between the 2 points. Now we are utilizing the distance between the 2 points. So if A of x1 comma y1, B of x2 comma y2 are 2 points, then the distance between A and B is nothing but which one, sir? AB bar. Understand? The distance between A and B is nothing but AB bar. Here AB bar is equal to, we have formula is there, under root of here difference of x coordinate. Difference of x coordinate. Difference of x coordinate whole square. This is nothing but a difference of x coordinate whole square plus here difference of which one, sir? Y coordinate whole square. Understand? We have this is the formula, basic formula. The difference of x coordinate whole square plus the difference of y coordinate whole square. Understand? This is the distance between the 2 points. Where are denoting the 2 points? Must ensure the 2 points are in the coordinate plane only. If you are denoting the 2 points, must ensure which planes are coordinate plane. The distance between the 2 points is equal to, what is the formula, sir? AB is equal to under root of difference of x coordinates whole square plus the difference of y coordinate whole square. This is nothing but R. Here we can write AB bar is equal to under root of here x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y whole square. Otherwise, here AB bar is equal to under root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus here y1 minus y2 whole square. Both formulas are same. Okay now? Here we can use x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Otherwise, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. All formulas are same. Basic definition is difference of x coordinate whole square plus the difference of y coordinate whole square. This is the distance between the 2 points formula. Okay now? So this formula is already in your 10th class, is clearly there. Yes or no? Okay? So all of that answer. So next question, see here one small question. Find the distance between the points 4, 5, 6, 2. Understand? We are find the distance between the points 4, 5, 6, 2. Here see the solution. Let the given points we are taking a is equal to 4, 5. A is equal to what is the value? 4, 5. Here b is equal to 6, 2. Okay now? A is equal to 4, 5. B is equal to 6, 2. This is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. Okay now? Here we are writing the formula. The distance between the points here x1, y1 and x2, y2 is, what is the formula? Under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. See the formula, AB is there, that's why here AB bar is equal to under root of x1, y1, x2, y2. Here 6 minus 4 whole square plus y2 minus y1. Here 2 minus 5 whole square. Okay, now 6 minus 4 whole square, 2 minus 5 whole square. And the root of 6 minus 4 is nothing but 2 square. 2 minus 5 is nothing but minus 3 whole square. What is the value? Minus 3 whole square. And the root of 2 square is equal to 4. Minus 3 whole square is equal to 9. Okay now? Minus 3 whole square is equal to 9. 2 square is equal to 4. That is equal to here. AB bar is equal to under root of 9 plus 4 is nothing but 13. Understand? The distance between the 2 points is nothing but 13. Okay, all of that answer. Okay, see the next question. Find the value of small a. This is the small a. Find the value of small a if the distance between the points a, 2, 3, 4 is 2 root 2. Distance is always, distance is given. Now we are finding the value which ones are a. Okay na? So that's why here we are taking letter capital A is equal to, what is the capital A, sir? A, 2. Here capital B is equal to 3, 4. Understand? Here what is given, sir? Here given the distance between AB bar is equal to, what is the value? 2 root 2. The distance between AB bar is nothing but 2 root 2. So we have the formula is that the distance between the 2 points formula. Which formula, sir? Under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. There is nothing but here AB bar is equal to the distance between the 2 points is equal to this formula we are utilizing. So AB bar is equal to 2 root 2 is there. Here under root of this is x1 y1 x2 y2. Understand? Here x2 minus x1 3 minus a whole square plus y2 minus y1 4 minus 2 whole square is equal to what is the number? 2 root 2. Understand? So there is under root is there. That's why we are doing squaring on both sides. Here we are doing squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Here always remember this one, square and root cancel. that is nothing but under root of 3 minus a whole square plus 4 minus 2 is nothing but 2 square, here whole square is equal to 2 root 2 whole square. Square root 2 cancel. Remaining value 3 minus a whole square plus 2 square is equal to 2 root 2 whole square. Here 2 square into root 2 whole square is 2 root 2 whole square is nothing but 2 square into root 2 whole square. Square root 2 cancel. 2 square is equal to 4. 4 into 2 8. Understand? 2 square is equal to 4. 4 into 2 is equal to 8. So now we are simplifying this. So 3 minus a whole square plus 2 square is equal to 8. 3 minus a whole square is nothing but 3 square minus 2ab. 2 into 3 into a. A minus b whole square formula. A square minus 2ab plus b square. A square 3 square minus 2ab. A is equal to 3, b equal to a plus b square. That is nothing but what is the value? A square plus 2 square is equal to what is the value? 4. 2 square is equal to 4 is equal to 8. Here 3 square is equal to 9. 2 into 3 6a plus a square plus 4 is equal to 8. Here 9 plus 4 13. Here a square minus 6a plus 13 is equal to 8. Here a square minus 6a plus 13 minus 8 is equal to 0. That is nothing but a square minus 6a plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, now we are doing the factors of 5. So here 1 into 5 is equal to 5, that is minus 6a is there. 6a is equal to minus 5a minus a we can write. Okay, now a square minus 5a minus a plus 5 equal to 0. These two terms we can take common a minus 5. Here these two terms we can take common minus 1. Remaining value a minus 5 equal to 0. These two terms we can take common minus 1. Here minus 1 into a minus 1 is plus 5. Here again these two terms you can take common a minus 5 into a minus 1 equal to 0. Here a minus 5 equal to 0 or a minus 1 equal to 0. A is equal to 5 or a is equal to 1. A is equal to 5 or a equal to 1. Okay? So dear students, must and should note, maintain one fair notebook. Okay now? All the students are informing to. So must and should maintain one fair notebook. For Maths A separate book and Maths B separate book. Okay now? So all the students must and should write down this problem.